kembali channel gua Jaran. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Teman, di video kali ini gua bakal melanjutkan game BIOMUTANT. BIOMUTANT, gua masih aja bilang BIOMUTANT. Ya udah, BIOMUTANT ini ya. Seperti kemarin ya. Kemarin kita masuk dalam game dulu. Lanjutkan. Kemarin kita udah dari mana? Dari lubang kita meluncur ke mana ini? Gue juga gak tahu. Jadi kita langsung aja dan kita lanjutkan pertualangan si serigala ini ya. Lanjutkan. Oke, kemarin kita udah melawan 3 bos ya teman. Melawan 3 bos. Oke, kita udah di sini. Ya kemarin di sini ya teman. Oke, jadi kita langsung lanjutkan ya teman. Kemarin kita udah sampai di sini dan kita sudah menemukannya. Udah tahu bahwa ada medkit dan nah gue baru tahu nih guys. Jadi kalau kalian mau pegang satu weapon tinggal ini. Nah ini kan satu, ini satu. Kalau kan mau 2 nih, kayak gini aja. Ini bentar. Nah ini dua-duanya nih. Oke, begitu ya guys. Oke, jadi kemarin kita udah sampai sini, jadi kita langsung aja lanjutkan. Oh, kita bisa double jump ya. Nice. Mungkin kita nggak boleh kena yang namanya air ya. Mungkin. Apaan tuh guys? What's up man? Sama kalau monster lagi nih. Kalahkan morg. Ini namanya morg guys.
Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
F. Mampus. Sini lu.
Right in the face.
Wah guys, ternyata harus ada combo ya. Yuk. Mamam nih. Nice. Nice. Kita jangan lupa ambil barang-barangnya. Nah ini nggak ada item guys di sini. Kita coba lihat di mayat yang lain. Nih ada nggak? Oh, nggak ada. Udahlah kita lanjutin. Mau kesini sini. Tuh ke atas. Oke. Oh, kaget gua. Please lah ya. Belalang. Wow. Apa ini?
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Jadi guys, ini ada ilmuwan lah, ilmuwan atau apa yang membuat kapal ini sebesar ini untuk menghindari kiamat, tapi udah terlambat ya guys. Ya tadi kalian baca sendiri, terlambat guys. Udah kita lanjutin aja perjalanannya lagi. Let's go. Oh, apa ini? Teka-teki kah? Nah, gini dong, ada teka-teki. Oke. Oh. Ini kayak gini. Ini kuning, sini. Terus ini kayak gini. Strum guys. Maaf. Nah, selesai. Let's go. Ada film guys. Kita lihat.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
My God guys, bumi ini udah tercemar dong sama toksik sampah. Dan ya, dan
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never
piu piu. Apa itu piu piu
It's
guys?
coming from behind that
Datangnya
door.
dari balik pintu itu. Oke, coba cek ya.
A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
Oke, mungkin kita harus nyelesain teka-teki lagi. Nah kan,
It's
betul
going
kan?
to take a bit of puzzling to short circuit the door.
Bentar. Bawa dulu dah. Nih, berarti yang atas ini. Ah, betul kan? Oke.
There you go.
Ada apa kah? Belum terlihat.
The wheeled one is outnumbered.
Uh-oh.
We better help him out.
Kita harus menyelamatkan kakek-kakek itu.
Blasting everything to bits. Sharp steel.
Mampus. Ini lu pada berani lawan kakek-kakek ya? Mentang-mentang dia masih kakek. Mentang-mentang dia masih tua, lu lawan sini lu. Nih. Jurus pangkas. Ini lu, Bentar kek. Sabar kek. Kek. Ini lu. Nice.
That's the last of them.
Nice.
Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Bentar guys. Jadi kita langsung aja. Kita disuruh ke sini ya. Oke. Teman baru, teman lama. Maksudnya?
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the tree of life, no one would have survived.
Nah, betul. Ini kita dulu guys, kayak gini guys. Jadi ini kenangan masa lalu kita. Ini pas kita masih bocah ya teman. Oke, let's go. Tuh larinya aja masih lambat. Serigala ya?
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here.
Bertanya apakah kamu lelah karena jalan ini agak menurut dia tidak. Aku harap aku
You're such a good child, so you
Memang anak yang
probably
baik.
did.
Mungkin
Even
kamu
the young
memang
forget.
melakukan bahkan
He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
ya, saya sihir. No, lebih baik percaya sihir lah.
Magic? He claims it's just the force of life, the existence of energy, powering and connecting all things living, like the Nono. The Nono
Oke, kita harus ke sini. Wah, ini indah banget guys. Grafiknya sih oke banget. Ih,
You found one. You should be proud.
oh,
The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
tuh akan buat.
Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends. You need to support the tree for a long time to come.
Guys,
The only
ini
way
gua
it will
mungkin
grow
skip
tall
aja ya. Kalau
is with
kalian
the
mau baca, silahkan.
You'll need a net to
Soalnya
catch the Nono.
durasi guys,
He
durasi.
wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono was sensitive.
Oke. Quest utama baru Nono. Ini lucu banget. Angkap. Kena kan? Oke. Gua skip aja ya.
Today,
Terus ke sana. Dari kecil kita bisa double jump, guys. Akarnya panjang sekali, guys.
now he says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
Ini aja.
No. Wiz is still
Jam.
repairing his octopod
Muruk
to
puff.
confront
Apa
the
itu muruk puff
Merkpuff
ya?
that dwells
Sorry guys, tadi ada
down under
cut.
the surface
Soalnya
at the end of
ada yang
the
masuk, guys.
route.
Ada yang masuk kali gua.
Noko has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the hoof puff at the end of the east route.
Udah berbulu.
Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end
Ini
of the
dari
route to the
tengah.
southeast.
Tengah itu pohon. Akarnya
Out of
sampai
date
ke
says his
sana-sana, guys.
friends are gearing up to stop
Tengah
the
pohon,
world.
akarnya sampai ke sana-sana.
There's what
Oke, kita skip aja ya. Kalau kalian mau baca silakan di stop. Karena durasi, guys.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the world.
Sabar. Oke. Kamu punya. Oh. Kirain kakek ini
You get
yang di masa lalu, guys. yang tadi nyuruh-nyuruh kita.
Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope.
Gua tahu kali. Gua tahu itu untuk dipanjat. Yuk, kita ke atas. Akan melihat dunia luar. Dunia luar lagi, guys. Kita akan melihat. Wow. Keren banget.
Know that the tree of life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the world eaters.
BIOMUTANT. Ini jalan ceritanya baru dimulai nih kayaknya, guys ya. Kayaknya. Bentar guys, bentar. Kita lanjutkan. Wow, apa itu?
A signpost.
Papan
Maps it
arah.
out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Papan arahnya dingin, guys. Ini kencing kita ini. Ya. Tunjukkan saja. Belalang. Ayo ikut belalang sini. Ikut. Gua tembak. Apakah kita bakal melawan dia? Jangan, please, jangan. Ini guys, pembuatnya.
That must be the world eater that chewed off out of date's leg.
Ada yang dari ini, dari Indonesia. Lihat tuh. Berarti jalan ceritanya baru dimulai sekarang. Betul, betul. Ini sebuah desa, guys. Ya, desa kayaknya ini. Dan mungkin kita harus menjelajahi ya. Jadi monster itu apa namanya? Kerjanya menghancurkan bangunan yang seperti desa ini ya, teman. Jadi kita langsung aja. Oke. Ada yang selamat, guys.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the world eaters. He worries there won't be much left to save.
Bentar.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Biar ku bantu.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have...
Saya memang baik, Pak.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at
Kita
you.
sekarang coba yang dark ya.
You're always...
Ya, buru dipukul, guys. Sudah, nanti kalau muncul lagi perdebatan antara malaikat dengan keterangan dan kegelapan, kita coba yang kegelapan ya. Let's go.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important. Out of date
Oke, kayak
myriad. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict... The myriad's conviction to stop the world eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction, to bring balance to the world by
mungkin kita
wiping
harus
out the
jelajahin
weak.
dua-duanya.
They believe a cleansing is necessary
Kita
to
harus
restore
menemukan
the
dua
world
benteng
and
ini ya.
want to let the world eaters bring down the tree of life. But side
Oke, tolong durasi nih.
necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Jeg hvorfor lolla norka nuka. Ja.
Kita ke
Another fork in
ya. Kita ke sini dulu. Sebuah aliansi.
It's a
Quest utama.
bridge.
Sebuah aliansi.
Just get over it.
Apa ketawa? Oh, kita harus ini. Oke, kita bantu ya.
Keep hammering away.
Aduh. Mampus, kedodge. Nice. Ini oke. Kita langsung ke sini ya. Oke. Kita udah melihat benteng.
They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began.
Oke. Oke, kita ke benteng nih.
That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war
Kita
or
pipisin
part
dulu,
of the
guys.
problem.
Sabar. Dah,
Let's see.
kita. Nice. Halo, Pak.
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says they're cautious of
Tata.
non-allies. He c-
Oke, kita boleh masuk. Nice. Kita boleh masuk. Bentar, guys. Jangan dulu.
He welcomes you to the
Bentar.
Jagni fort and introduces
Oke.
the news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. He's referring to your... There's... Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was... Your Muma, Jagni, says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help them vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life.
Bergaul dengan
He wasn't Their kin must put an end to the war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Yeah, let's go.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Even if you... Once you've...
Oke.
You remember...
Skip aja. Bentar.
You have orders to follow.
Apa kabarnya? Oke.
Says you'll...
Tuh. Hey, what's up, man? Oke, kita keluar dulu. Keluar di sini nih. Oke, kita udah di sini ya. Oke guys, cukup segini dulu ya perjalanannya si rusa ini. Jadi mungkin segini dulu ya. Jadi jika kalian suka dengan video ini, jangan lupa kalian like, comment, and subscribe. Dan ya tinggalkan komen, like, dan subscribe. Nah kalau kalian suka, ya udah guys. Game ini sumpah seru banget. Kalau kalian gak percaya, silahkan kalian download di bawah ya. Ya. Bye-bye. Yaudah guys, dadah.